Coming up. In the APSL, stories at the top and the bottom of the Terminus conference. We'll have details. In rugby, Los Angeles' D2 team proves itself an uncontainable force, winning by 130. Breaking US Open Cup news. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to State 48 Football's continuing coverage of the lower league game. Today we'll go through news and results from the APSL and amateur rugby. Let's get it on. Shall we? In football, 4 games were scheduled this weekend in the APSL, 3 in the Terminus Conference and 1 in the Del River Conference. We'll find out if Prima closes in on first place again and can Georgia United escape the drop zone? The Del River Conference contest was postponed for yet another blizzard. It's been quite the problematic winter in the Northeast. In rugby, 35 matches were scheduled across the country. Scores and highlights on those to come. Several more sections will begin playing over the next few weeks. In news from the APSL, the league has announced that after scoring 7 goals in their last 3 games, Real Central FC's Joel Quist has signed a professional contract with Maltese side, Sirens FC. Sirens sit in 4th place in the BOV Challenge League, the second tier, just 6 points off the top. We wish Mr. Quist all the best. The APSL has finally announced the addition of Livonia City to the Mitten Conference. We are still trying to confirm whether Inter Detroit is in or out. The Spring 2026 group of teams has been announced for the Mid-Atlantic Conference. 4 new teams appear. They are Baltimore City FC of Baltimore, Chiefs United of Upper Marlboro, Maryland, Club Petrolero of Arlington, Virginia, and Germantown City FC of Gaithersburg, Maryland. 12 teams for the spring. A look at the relegation clash at the bottom of the Terminus Conference.
8th place Georgia United has defeated Alliance SC to move into 7th place and out of the relegation playoff spot. Deathy Jope with a goal either side of halftime for his 4th and 5th of the campaign. In the 50th minute, Mason Pfeiffer cut the deficit to 1 to keep United working hard for the points. United's Jacob Ortega being sent off in the 53rd made that task just a bit harder for the hosts. From the best academy in Atlanta, Georgia United 2, Alliance 1.
In Carolina's Women's Division II Rugby, Fayetteville and Atlanta 2.0 selects.
In what started as a close contest, Atlanta quickly put this game to bed. Janae Peacock opened the score for the visitors in the 11th minute to make it 5-0. Fayetteville raced back through Sasha Riddle, only to also see Sabrina Singh sent off, leaving them short-handed for 69 minutes. Olivia Hayden dotted down to put the hosts in front 10-5, but from there it was all Atlanta. Janae Peacock would level the scores again at 10 in the 18th, and there was no looking back as Atlanta found another gear and raced away in this one. 5 tries by Janae Peacock, 2 each from Rhea Cox and Alex Kinzinger. From J.S. Spivey Rec Center in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Fayetteville 10, Atlanta 2.0 selects 60.
US Open Cup news and notes. Alex Ashton, from the Beyond the 90th Minute website, states, multiple sources close to the situation confirmed that South Georgia Tormenta did not start preseason training due to lack of a required insurance. With the season only 2 weeks away, it was determined that the club could not adequately participate in the season due to these funding issues. This news comes just 2 weeks before the season is scheduled to kick off on March 7th, as well as the Open Cup first round happening March 17th through 19th. State 48 Football doesn't typically report on the USL, but we do cover the US Open Cup. The Cup.US reports that this is the 3rd Division III league to forfeit a game in the tournament in the last 4 years, after having 0 between 1995 and 2023. The modern era is from 1995 through today. Tormenta was slated to host UPSL side FC America CFL Spurs on March 17th. Back to the lower leagues, there are no new updates from the Midwest Premier League this week. And in the Northern Ohio, North FC of Cleveland has entered a team into the women's division, taking it unofficially to 9 teams. At the top of the Terminus Conference, Prima look to close the gap on first place against Buckhead.
Prima FC has reclosed the gap to 2 points behind the idle Terminus FC with a win over Buckhead. It was the Gabriel Alvarez show with a hat trick on the day. His 14th, 15th, and 16th goals of the season. From Ebster Field in Decatur, Georgia, Prima 3, Buckhead 0.
Back to rugby, Southern California Men's Division II, Kern County and Los Angeles.
8th place Kern County came into today, hoping to contain Los Angeles' unstoppable force. Unfortunately, this was over almost as soon as the opening whistle stopped sounding. 20 tries for the visitors that began in the 3rd minute. 12-0 after just 6 minutes, and 38-0 after 20 minutes. Jacob Garwood had 4 tries. Jacob Benzing, Omar Gonzalez, Brandon Nils, Daniel O'Brien, Miles Sampson, and Keita Yoshida with 2 tries each. From Emerald Cove Park in Bakersfield, Kern County 0, Los Angeles 130.
In the final bit of league's news, the League for Clubs has announced the 6 teams that will make up the South Texas Conference. They are Austin United FC of Austin, Brownsville SC of Brownsville, Capital City SC of Austin, Central Texas Coyotes FC of Temple, FC Westlake of Austin, and RGV Red Crowns FC of Harlingen. We see a few Austin derbies in the works for this season. They have also announced the 10 teams that will make up the Northeast Conference. The conference has a North and South division. The North teams are all in New York: Brooklyn City FC of Brooklyn, Excelsior New York of Jamaica Bay, Metropolitan Oval Academy of Queens, Kingston Stockade FC of Kingston, and SUSA Academy of Central Islip. The South Division teams are spread across in New Jersey, Pennsylvania and Delaware, and are Atlantic City FC of Atlantic City, New Jersey, Kensington SC of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, First State FC of Wilmington, Delaware, FC Monmouth of Red Bank, New Jersey, and Real Central New Jersey of Mercer County, New Jersey. That's now the alignment of 27 teams for the upcoming season. The rest will be announced over the next several days. In our last result peek of the day, we go to the Southwest Men's Division 2 and 3, Albuquerque Aardvarks and Santa Fe Santos.
Santos of Santa Fe make the short journey down to Albuquerque to face the Aardvarks. Mateo Cardiel and Isaiah Sanchez, each with a first-half try, the first of 2 in total for both players, saw this one at 14-0 at the break. After the hour mark, Santa Fe found the combination to unlock the Albuquerque defense for 4 more tries, buoyed by 2 tries by Eric Sigmund for the 36-0 victory. Aardvarks currently sit at the foot of the table without a win, while Santa Fe sits 7th. From Phil Chacon Park in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Aardvarks 0, Santa Fe 36.
Let's take a look now at the U.S. domestic rugby map. In case you were wondering where some of these sections are located, this lays out where the various sections are located. It's a little confusing, but the competitive regions are. The chocolatey browns on the west coast are the Pacific North. The yellows are Pacific South. The blues are the frontier. The lavender is the Red River. The greens in the middle top are the Midwest. The maroon/rose/brownish and red are the southern. The oranges are the Atlantic North. Finally, the grays are the Mid-Atlantic. The scores we report currently are from California and basically everything south of the dotted line. More sections will be recommencing in the next 2 to 4 weeks. Now, the final score.
In the APSL, Georgia United 2, Alliance 1, Gwinnett 0, Bell Calcio 4, Prima 3, Buckhead 0. Philadelphia Soccer Club and Oakland United postponed. Rugby scores. Carolinas Women's Division 2. Fayetteville Valkyries 10, Atlanta 2.0 Selects 60. Savannah Shamrocks 12, Charlotte 101. Augusta Furies 0, Eno River 43. Florida Men's Division 2. Orlando 28, Boca Raton 59. Tampa Crew 21, FTL Knights 35. Florida Women's Division 2. Tampa Cruz 69, Fort Miami 7. Southern California Men's Division 1. Eagle Rock 14, Old Mission Bay 49. Belmont Shore 81, Oceanside 19. Old Aztecs and Santa Monica no score reported. Southern California Men's Division 2. Kern County 0, Los Angeles 130. Belmont Shore and San Fernando postponed. Gurkhas 19, Grunions 45. Ventura County 61, Pasadena 7. San Luis Obispo 57, Beach Cities 10. Southern California Women's Division 2. West Coast Marines 0, Los Angeles 34. San Luis Obispo 5, Empire Monarchs 68. Fullerton Wolfpack and San Fernando postponed. Ventura County and Pasadena Royals no score reported. Southwest Men's Division 2 and 3. Albuquerque Aardvarks 0, Santa Fe Santos 36. El Paso 28, Brujos 36. Phoenix Camelback 55, Tucson Magpies 21. Phoenix Senior Men vs. Red Mountain Warthogs, Las Vegas Wolfhounds vs. Landsharks, and Tempe Old Devils vs. Las Vegas Irish, all no score reported. Southwest Women's Division 2. Old Pueblo Lightning 11, Las Vegas 39. Texas Men's Premiership. Houston Athletic 3, Dallas Quins 55. Dallas Reds 20, Austin Blacks 47. Texas Men's Division 2. Fort Worth 10, Woodlands 48. Houston United 38, Austin Blacks 13. Texas Women's Premiership. San Antonio Riveters 62, Sharks D25. Sharks D139, Dallas Quins 12. Life University Eagles 28, Austin Valkyries 0. True South Men's Division 2. Birmingham Vulcans 0, Atlanta Old White 45. Nashville and New Orleans no score reported. True South Women's Division 2. Chattanooga Queens and Nashville Stone Lions postponed. A quick look at the Terminus table. In the Terminus Conference, Georgia United move out of the drop zone and Prima, again, trail Terminus by just 2 points. Gwinnett continues to occupy the foot of the table. The Georgia teams will have next weekend off.
Now on to headlines. APSL. The spring half of the schedule was to have commenced this past weekend. Winter storms continue to make things difficult in the Northeast. Wednesday may, or may not be, the Pancyprians v Hoboken game, but that will depend on how much snow fell and how quickly it can be removed. Estimates of 2 to 3 feet are expected in the region. Hopefully, next weekend goes better. Men's Rugby. In a near photocopy of last week's result, Austin Blacks, this time, travel to Dallas Reds and win the return leg, 47-20. Austin wins the home and away matchups by 96 points to 25 and remains top in the Texas Men's Premiership. Austin Huns are hot on the heels of the Reds. Los Angeles's D2 side continues to lay waste to all who dare to stand before them, winning Saturday by 130 points. With Belmont Shore's postponement, they move to the top spot. San Luis Obispo also leapfrogs Belmont Shore with their 47-point win. With LA and Belmont Shore's dominance, 11 wins from 11 combined, it's hard to fathom anyone else could be that close. SLO's only loss, if you're wondering, away to LA, 49-31. As we were wrapping up to go to release, here is the confirmation of South Georgia's withdrawal for 2026. Yes, this is the entire press release. That will do it for now. If you appreciate what we do, give us a like. We'll see you next week.